Fans were intrigued when they heard that a story in development would be set in the world of Old Man Logan. But they were hooked entirely when they learned that it also brought in an ensemble of Avengers to fight one of the deadly supervillains in the Marvel Universe. Yep, we're talking about the Avengers of Wastelands from 2020. After the supervillains killed every superhero and captured the world, unleashing forces and the power of terror and despotism, is there any force that could restore faith in humanity and world order? Created by writer Ed Brisson and artist Jonas Scharf and Neeraj Menon, the comic series is about survival and fighting in the face of destruction and terror. Please tune in for a deep dive as we explore the 5 comic issues of the whole series. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Issue number 1. After the mighty superheroes fell to the Red Skull 50 years ago, the time has come for a new force to arise in the apocalyptic wastelands. Dwight, the last bearer of Ant-Man technology, assembles a team, the Avengers, to fight Dr. Doom, the sole lethal ruler of the wastelands. Danielle Cage, the wielder of Mjolnir, and Hulk Jr. join Dwight to fight the ruthless Doom. With Dwight leading the team and Danny seeking peace, they go on an adventure of battle and survival. Will they succeed in establishing a beacon of hope and light in the dark wasteland? Angel Lake, Nevada. The story begins. Dwight Barrett, the Ant-Man, is captured by Dr. Doom. "You failed them all. You were supposed to lead them," says Dr. Doom to Ant-Man. But somehow, Ant-Man manages to fly. In a different area, Dr. Doom hunts down and kills Ultron 8, one of his companions in the founding of Wastelands. The world is under the terror of Dr. Doom, and we understand something is coming. Meanwhile, the comic now introduces the other main characters, Bruce Banner Jr., aka Hulk Jr., and Danny Cage, aka Thor. A character, Alex, comes running to them to let them know about a strange fellow who's come and only wants to meet them. It was Dwight who came to meet them. After meeting him, Danny gets emotional and talks about how she thought he wasn't alive, referring to the destruction incident in his village. While she was right to think, Dwight quickly told her about the reality that had happened in his village. After Weapon X destroyed the place, he and the village people rebuilt it in 2 years with hard work and passion. But Dr. Doom came in one day to destroy it. As readers, we now understand the significance of the comic panel at the start of the issue. Dr. Doom is hunting down all his adversaries who survive in these wastelands. While Danny consoles Dwight, asking what she can do, Dwight tells her they have to fight against the sadistic ruler. There's no other option left. Danny gets skeptical about it. Suddenly, there's an attack on them. It's Dr. Doom. In a moment, Danny, with her Mjolnir, and Bruce, aka Hulk Jr., get along to fight, while Dwight questions if Dr. Doom had followed him, thinking how stupid of him not to think this through. After quickly defeating Dr. Doom, they realize these are Doom butts. Utterly angry and disgusted at this, remembering the memories of Logan, Danny, aka Thor, is sure about one thing. She wants to fight Dr. Doom. She asks, "Where do we find Doom? Is he still in New Babylon?" But Ant-Man doesn't know his address, and suddenly we see an attack from Doom's army from behind. But a powerful force comes in the way, attacks the army, and tells everyone, "If you want to find Doom, come with me." It's none other than Captain America. The first issue of the comic series ends here, giving the readers many questions to ponder. Where does Captain America come from? Are they powerful enough to fight with the mighty Dr. Doom? The mystery surrounding Captain America's arrival adds a layer of intrigue, making the journey through the second issue even more compelling. Issue number 2. The comic starts with Dr. Doom's killings. This time, it's Count Nefaria, once a supervillain, now only an old drunk whom everyone hates for his never-ending nostalgia and narcissistic tales. Cut to the Avengers riding in a car to hunt down Dr. Doom. Captain America introduces himself as Grant, while Dwight questions why he's here, or rather, how he's here. At first, Grant hesitated to tell his own story. Finally, he opened up. When Doom controlled Latveria and had control over all of the wastelands, he tried to clone the Fantastic Four. The reason for doing this is unknown to Grant. It could be to show his supremacy or take them as part of his army. But after failing to clone the Fantastic Four, he looked for other plans. With the remaining last vials of super soldier serum and volunteers' help, he created Captain America. Grant was one of the volunteers who took up the job and passed through all the tests to become one of 2 Captain Americas, lieutenants, as named by Dr. Doom. They became very powerful, worthy of fighting anyone. Even the name lieutenant is an insult to their mighty power, as gagged by Grant because a lieutenant is a lower rank than a captain. During one of the bloody fights, Grant couldn't watch what the other Captain America, the soldier, was doing to innocent people. He not only kills the other lieutenant, but also takes an oath to finish off this terror of Dr. Doom in the name and memory of the unblemished soldier and hero, Captain America. Returning to the present moment in the comic, Dwight gets mad at Grant and thinks he's a spy or someone who could work for Dr. Doom. Calming everyone down, Danny tries to handle the situation. Boom! There's an attack on the car. They begin to fight with the goons who keep track of their territory. While it was an easy fight, Captain America seemed to kill gruesomely, but Thor stopped him. Again, Dwight doubts if Grant is trustworthy or not. Following this, Hulk Jr., who seems to study radio engineering throughout the car ride, fixes the radio. It has a signal from a village where Doom's army has attacked. When they reach the village, they see that it's already been completely destroyed. There's been a massacre. In the meantime, they see a building from where the signal is coming. Entering it, they find another Avenger, Vision, lying unconscious and injured. Meanwhile, someone has also received signals and has come to the same area, the Baron Blood. The comic ends at a pivotal moment where they find another member, Avenger, who would join them. At the same time, they're yet to take on more difficulties. Issue number 3. Again, at the beginning of the comic, we see another of Doom's encounters, this time Dr. Octopus. Meanwhile, the Avengers fight with the Baron Blood and his army, Vampires of Blood. Thor fights with the Baron, but the Baron accuses the Avengers of triggering so much blood and violence from Doom. Baron does nothing but follow Doom's treacherous activities everywhere, feeding on the blood of the dead. Doom also told Baron he was on a mission to take on all the superheroes scattered around the Wastelands. He fears this power will rise against him. For this, he's finishing off everything: city, town, village, anything, like a devil. At that very moment, in the now familiar style, Captain America finishes off Blood Baron, which makes Thor very angry. As the night passes, Dwight again asks Danny if Captain America is trustworthy while repairing a part of Vision. In the meantime, Vision regained her consciousness. She's perplexed by what's happening. After a briefing, she understands and joins the Avengers to hunt down Dr. Doom. At that moment, Bruce again magically finds a path to hunt down their villain. He tracks down an information system loaded in the Doombot's helmet. Later in the evening, they bury all the innocent lives. When the time has come to leave the place, Vision takes Captain America to an underground place. The place has the original Captain America's shield. Viv found it at a museum where Doom had exhibited it, and it belonged to Red Skull before Doom. She saw many other items of lost superheroes at the museum: Doctor Strange's cloak and Spider-Man's mask. The Avengers leave for their next destination, while the next comic panel shows they're being watched on the big screen. MODOK and his team await their arrival. The end of the comic here raises tension for the coming conflict. While the Avengers think they're steps ahead, they're walking toward a trap. What's in store for them will be explored in the next issue. Issue number 4. Dr. Doom's next target is the Hydra territory leader, Baron von Strucker. He mercilessly kills Strucker while Strucker is giving a speech about restoring Hydra's superpower before an army of men. Doom kills everyone. In the Avengers timeline, the Avengers have entered Osborn City. They realize this is a mistake, a trap. At that very moment, the bad guys come in fashion. The fight begins. It's the deadliest fight in the series. With their respective powers, Green Goblin, Enchantress, Absorbing Man, Shocker, and Wild Child attack the Avengers in full swing. At the same time, MODOK watches it on the big screen. Enchantress has hit Thor, and Wildcat has damaged Hulk Jr.'s eye. While Vision takes on Absorbing Man, Shocker poorly hits her. Ant-Man fights the Green Goblin, and Captain America takes on Wildcat without effect. But an exciting part comes when Goblin accuses Ant-Man of lying. "You lie to your friends. Liar, liar, liar," shouts Goblin at him while fighting, and he adds, "Why don't you tell them about that little deal with Doom?" Following this, the villains greatly overwhelm the Avengers, and there seems to be no way for them to fight back. But with Ant-Man's last-minute plan, Electricity Bomb, he tore apart every one of them. The strike in the comic panel looks spectacular. Meanwhile, Vision kills MODOK, the last living member. Before this comic issue ends, the team confronts Dwight. Indeed, he was lying, and he had made a deal with Doom. At this point, Captain America is burning in anger. It's very ironic, of all the characters, that Dwight is the agent of Doom. However, the reason differs from what one thinks. He's not working for Doom. Not that he wants to. He's done it out of necessity. Back to Dwight's story, which we've seen in the first issue. The story is much more complicated. Doom didn't destroy the whole village. He kept a few children and women hostage. With this, he's negotiated with Dwight to search for the other pretend Avengers and come back with them to him. With no reaction, Danny tells Dwight it's okay and reminds the team not to waste time. The response from Danny shocked Captain America. Danny says what Dwight did was absolutely right. Anyone in his position would have made such decisions. He was trying to save his people, which is what Avengers do. She reminds everyone that the people of New Babylon need them. At the end of this comic issue, we learn about certain plot moments and developments that were very important to the overall story, like the sudden coming of Dwight to form the Avengers and the humanity of Danny, which will be necessary for the next issue. We await the final showdown between the team and Dr. Doom in the next issue. Issue number 5. The Avengers reach New Latveria, formerly known as New Babylon. Meanwhile, at Doom's headquarters, Doom looks at a big wall-sized Renaissance-style painting that depicts Doom's victory over the superheroes. Under his feet are Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, and others. Nothing can stop him. He'll take over the superheroes again. In the meantime, the Avengers try to devise a plan while attending one of Doom's public speeches. But to their surprise, the army of Doom catches them. "Welcome to New Latveria." Doom welcomes them in iconic style. He accuses the Avengers of killing all the Founding Fathers in front of the whole crowd. Dwight reacts to the false claim, but Viv quickly comments that Doom is lying to make them look like villains while Doom becomes the hero. Doom mobilizes the crowd and orders the Doombots to attack the Avengers. Will the Avengers succeed in this final combat, fighting so many Doombots? The fight begins, and in a moment, a confrontation takes place between Ant-Man and Doom. Ant-Man realizes Doom has killed all the children and women in his village. The big Ant-Man punches Doom, but Doom retaliates. In the meantime, Viv has a plan that can be implemented with the help of Bruce Hulk Jr. On the other hand, Doom expresses his next plan after killing the Avengers, to commit mass killing. Doom prepares to finish it in style, but Captain America strikes just in time. Doom commands for help from the Doombots, but the Doombots are offline. Viv and Hulk Jr.'s plan has worked. Every Doombot is offline due to the reprogramming of the network they all connect to. Eureka! Doom's time is over. Ant-Man takes over the lead and beats Doom with his helmet. Doom lies helplessly on the floor. Dwight, aka Ant-Man, is emotional about everything he's lost. He wants to kill Doom and will, but Viv interrupts. She wants to know why Doom did all this. It turns out Doom is gonna die from a natural death of cancer. The egomaniac that he is, he can't die with this as his cause of death. It's too average. He needs to do some great things before he dies. He went to find out his greatest adversaries to retake the fight. He even sought to create the Fantastic Four, which didn't work out. Instead, he made another Captain America so that Captain America could turn up against his actions and fight him. Doom urges Dwight to end his misery now, otherwise he'll kill the innocents. But Thor interrupts. She won't let this happen. She won't give Doom happiness and satisfaction. Even Captain America agrees with Ant-Man to kill Doom, but Thor sticks to her views. She's adamant about ending this terror by not doing what Doom wants. There's a thought about humanity and hope for the first time in the Wastelands. Ant-Man understands the sacrifice for the greater good. Still, he, Captain America joining him, leaves the stage, warning Thor they won't let her stop them every time. Thor gives Doom to the public and commands that the time to rebuild has come. Marvel's verdict: The Avengers, set in the Old Man Logan world, is a story of hope and humanity at the end, the force of light in the face of darkness. We've explored this comics world, plot and characters in detail to understand its story, theme, and message. All of this makes it a great read. We hope this video has provided a better understanding of the series, allowing you to delve further. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.